Now, before we begin, I want to ask you a very important question. A very important question. Have you ever wanted to work from home, earn money online, and build a career that does not require you to commute, dress up, or even leave your own house?
Or sit in a physical office every single day? If your answer is yes, then you guys are in the right place, because today I am going to show you 5 powerful remote jobs that you can start with little or no experience amend, and I am going to teach you exactly what each one involves, what skills you need, and how to get started. So pay close attention, take out something to write with, and let's begin.
Introduction. Now, as you can see on your screen, today's lesson is titled, Remote Jobs Worldwide with No Experience. Take a look at the lesson objectives displayed on the page. By the end of this lesson, you will understand what remote jobs are and how they work. You will know 5 specific remote careers that beginners can start today. You will understand the skills, tools, and responsibilities for each career. And you will have a clear roadmap and a list of platforms to begin your remote job search immediately. This is a structured teaching lesson. We are going to move section by section, exactly as displayed on the screen, so make sure you are following along with the lesson note as we go through each topic together. Let's move to Section 1. Section 1. What are remote jobs? Now let's look at Section 1. As you can see on the screen, the heading reads, What are remote jobs? This is very important. Before we talk about specific careers, we need to first understand what a remote job actually is, because many beginners have a vague idea of what remote work means, but they do not have a clear, precise definition. So let me define it clearly. A remote job is a position where the employee performs all of their work responsibilities outside of a traditional office environment, using a computer and an internet connection. Let me say that again. A remote job is a position where the employee performs all of their work using a computer and an internet connection, from any location they choose. That location could be their bedroom, could be a cafe, it could be a co-working space. It does not matter where you are physically located, as long as you have a reliable internet connection and a working laptop. Now you may be wondering, how does this actually work? How does a company in the United States or the United Kingdom hire and pay someone in Nigeria or Ghana? Pay close attention to this, because this is the foundation of everything we are going to discuss today. Companies hire remote workers through online platforms and job boards. Communication happens through email, video calls, and messaging tools like Slack and Zoom. Work is submitted and reviewed through cloud-based platforms like Google Drive and project management tools like Trello and Asana. Payment is made through international payment systems like Payoneer, Wise, or direct bank transfer. The entire working relationship, from hiring to communication to payment, happens completely online. Now let me give you a practical example. A company based in Canada needs someone to respond to customer emails, manage their calendar, and update their social media pages. These are tasks that do not require anyone to be physically present in Canada. So the company posts the position as a remote role on LinkedIn or Indeed. You apply from Nigeria. You interview over a video call on Zoom. You get the job. You work your agreed hours from your home. And you receive your payment at the end of the month. That is remote work. That is what we are talking about today. Now that we understand what remote jobs are and how they work, let's move to the 5 specific careers. Let's move to Section 2. Section 2, Remote Career Number 1, Virtual Assistant. Now we are on Section 2. As you can see on the screen, our first remote career is Virtual Assistant. Let me start by defining this term clearly, because this is very important. A virtual assistant, commonly called a VA, is a remote professional who provides administrative, organizational, and operational support to a business owner or executive using the internet and digital tools. Think of it this way. In a traditional office, an executive assistant sits in the office and manages the executive's schedule, emails, calls, and administrative tasks. A virtual assistant does exactly the same job, but they do it remotely from their own home using a computer. Now let's take a closer look at the daily responsibilities of a virtual assistant. The first responsibility is email management. The VA monitors and organizes the client's email inbox. They read incoming emails, categorize them, respond to routine messages, and flag important ones that require the client's personal attention. The second responsibility is calendar management. The VA schedules appointments, coordinates meetings across different time zones, sends meeting reminders, and ensures the client never misses an important event. The third responsibility is social media management. The VA creates and schedules posts on platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn on behalf of the client. They monitor engagement and respond to comments and messages. The fourth responsibility is research. When the client needs information, whether it is about a competitor, a product, a market, or a travel destination, the VA conducts the research and delivers a clear, organized summary. The fifth responsibility is data entry and document management. The VA organizes files, updates spreadsheets, formats documents, and maintains digital records using cloud storage systems like Google Drive. Now you may be wondering, what tools does a virtual assistant actually use? Pay close attention to this list because these are the tools you need to become familiar with. Google Workspace, which includes Gmail, Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Calendar, is the foundation. Zoom and Microsoft Teams for video communication. Trello or Asana for task and project management. Slack for team messaging. Canva for basic graphic design. And Hootsuite or Buffer for social media scheduling. The good news is that most of these tools have free versions, and all of them have tutorials available on YouTube that you can use to learn at no cost. Now let's talk about the skills required to become a virtual assistant. The first skill is strong written communication. You will be writing emails, reports, and messages on behalf of your client. Your writing must be professional, clear, and error-free. The second skill is organization. You are managing someone else's schedule, inbox, and tasks. If you are not organized by nature, you need to develop this skill before you start. The third skill is time management. You may be working with multiple clients simultaneously. Meeting deadlines consistently is non-negotiable in this career. The fourth skill is basic computer literacy. You must be comfortable navigating different software applications and learning new tools quickly. Now here is the beginner roadmap for becoming a virtual assistant. Step 1. Identify 2 or 3 services you can offer based on your current skills. If you are organized and write well in English, start with email management and calendar coordination. Step 2. Learn the core tools. Spend 1 to 2 weeks practicing Google Workspace and Canva. Watch free tutorials on YouTube. Step 3. Create a profile on Upwork or Fiverr listing the specific services you offer. Step 4. Apply consistently. Send proposals every day. Take on your first client, deliver excellent work, and build your reputation one review at a time. This is a career you can begin preparing for this week. Let's move to our next career. If you are enjoying today's lesson and finding value in what you are learning, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I regularly share remote job opportunities, online career guides, and practical tutorials that can help you build valuable skills and earn online. Also, if you would like a copy of today's lesson note, simply comment note below and I will send it to you. Section 3, Remote Career Number 2, AI Data Annotator. Now let's move to Section 3. As you can see on the screen, our second remote career is AI Data Annotator. Now this is a term that many beginners have never heard before. So let me define it clearly and carefully. First, let me define artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, also written as AI, is technology that enables computer systems to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. Tasks like recognizing images, understanding language, making decisions, and generating content. Now here is the critical question. How does an AI system learn to do these things? The answer is training data. Before an AI system can recognize a cat in a photograph, it must first be shown thousands of photographs of cats that a human being has already labeled and identified. Before an AI can understand whether a sentence is positive or negative, it must first be shown thousands of sentences that a human has already categorized. Before an AI can generate helpful responses, it must first learn from thousands of examples of helpful and unhelpful responses that a human has already evaluated and rated. This labeling, categorizing, and evaluating of data is called data annotation. And the professional who performs this work is called an AI data annotator. Let's take a closer look at what this work actually involves day to day. The first type of annotation work is image labeling. You look at a photograph and identify specific objects within it. Drawing boxes around cars, identifying faces, labeling different types of food, or categorizing the content of the image. The second type is text classification. You read a sentence or a paragraph and categorize it. Is this sentence positive or negative? Is this review genuine or fake? Does this text contain harmful content or is it safe? The third type is audio transcription and labeling. You listen to a short audio recording and either transcribe what is said or label specific elements, identifying the speaker, categorizing the tone, or noting specific keywords. The fourth type is AI response evaluation. You review responses generated by an AI system and rate them based on accuracy, helpfulness, clarity, and safety. Now you may be wondering, what skills do I need for this career? This is very important, and it is the reason this career is so accessible to beginners. You do not need coding skills. You do not need a technology background. You do not need a computer science degree. What you need is attention to detail, the ability to focus carefully on instructions and follow them precisely and consistently. You need basic computer literacy. You need reliable internet access. And you need patience, because annotation work involves reviewing large volumes of content methodically. The tools used in this career are provided by the company that hires you. You simply log into their annotation platform, receive your assigned tasks, complete them according to the guidelines, and submit your work. The platforms that hire AI data annotators globally include Appen, Remotasks, Scale AI, Lionbridge, and Toloka. Many of these platforms are specifically open to candidates in Africa and other developing regions. Now let's look at the beginner roadmap. Step 1. Visit the websites of Appen, Remotasks, and Lionbridge and create a profile on each one. Step 2. Complete the onboarding assessment that each platform provides. These assessments are straightforward and designed to test your attention to detail and your ability to follow instructions. Step 3. Once approved, begin completing tasks consistently. Focus on accuracy over speed, especially in the beginning, because your quality score determines what types of tasks you receive access to. This is one of the most beginner-friendly remote careers available today. Let's move to our third career. Section 4, Remote Career Number 3, Transcriptionist. Now we are on Section 4. As you can see on the screen, our third remote career is Transcriptionist. Let me begin with a clear definition. Transcription is the process of listening to an audio or video recording and converting what you hear into written text. A transcriptionist is the professional who performs this task. Now let me give you a practical example so this is completely clear. A law firm records every client consultation. They need an accurate written record of what was said during that consultation for their legal files. A medical doctor records their consultation with a patient. That recording needs to be converted into a written medical report. A company records their weekly team meeting. The recording needs to be converted into written minutes that can be shared with all team members. In every one of those situations, someone needs to listen carefully to a recording and produce an accurate written version of it. That is the work of a transcriptionist. Now let's look at the daily workflow of a transcriptionist. Step 1. The transcriptionist receives an audio or video file from the client or platform. Step 2. They open the file in a transcription software tool that allows them to control the playback speed and pause and rewind easily while they type. Step 3. They listen carefully to the recording and type out exactly what is being said, including identifying different speakers, noting pauses or unclear audio, and applying correct punctuation and formatting. Step 4. They review their completed transcript for accuracy, correct any errors, and submit the final document. Now let's talk about the skills required. The first and most important skill is strong listening ability. You must be able to hear clearly, distinguish between different speakers, understand different accents, and catch words even when the audio quality is less than perfect. The second skill is fast and accurate typing. Most professional transcriptionists type at a minimum of 60 words per minute. If your current typing speed is lower than that, practice daily using free tools like typing.com or keybr.com. The third skill is strong written English, including grammar, punctuation, spelling, and sentence structure. The transcript must be clean, readable, and properly formatted. Now let's look at the tools used in this career. The first tool is a good pair of headphones. This is essential for clear audio listening. The second tool is transcription software. The most commonly used free tool is OTranscribe, which runs in your web browser. Express Scribe is another popular option. The third tool is a word processor, either Microsoft Word or Google Docs, for producing and formatting the final transcript document. The three main categories of transcription work are general transcription, which covers business meetings, interviews, and podcasts. Legal transcription, which covers court proceedings and legal consultations. And medical transcription, which covers clinical recordings and medical consultations. Legal and medical transcription pay higher rates but require knowledge of specialized vocabulary. As a beginner, start with general transcription on platforms like Rev, TranscribeMe, GoTranscript, or Scribey. The beginner roadmap is straightforward. Step 1. Improve your typing speed to at least 60 words per minute using daily practice. Step 2. Practice transcribing short audio clips using OTranscribe. YouTube videos and podcast episodes are good practice material. Step 3. Apply on Rev or TranscribeMe and complete their entry assessment. Both platforms provide clear guidelines and sample tests. Step 4. Complete assignments consistently, prioritize accuracy, and increase your speed over time as your skill develops. Let's move to our fourth career. Section 5. Remote career number 4. Customer support representative. Now we are on section 5. As you can see on the screen, our fourth remote career is customer support representative. Let me define this role clearly. A customer support representative is a professional who assists customers of a business by answering their questions, solving their problems, processing their requests, and ensuring they have a positive experience with the company's products or services. This is a role that every business in the world needs. And as more companies move their operations online, the demand for remote customer support professionals has grown significantly. Let's take a closer look at the daily responsibilities. The first responsibility is responding to customer inquiries. Customers contact the company through email, live chat, or phone when they have questions about a product, an order, or a service. The customer support representative receives those contacts and responds professionally and helpfully. The second responsibility is resolving complaints. When a customer has a problem, a damaged product, a delayed delivery, a billing error, the representative investigates the issue and resolves it according to company policy. This might mean processing a refund, sending a replacement, or escalating the issue to a senior team member. The third responsibility is processing requests. This includes processing orders, cancellations, returns, exchanges, and account changes on behalf of customers. The fourth responsibility is documentation. After each customer interaction, the representative records the details of the contact in the company's CRM system, including what the customer's issue was, what action was taken, and whether the issue was fully resolved. Now let's look at the skills required. The first skill is written and verbal communication. You must be able to communicate clearly, professionally, and empathetically in English. Your writing must be free of errors and your tone must always be calm and professional, even when dealing with frustrated customers. The second skill is problem solving. You must be able to think through a customer's issue, identify the correct solution, and communicate it clearly. The third skill is patience. Some customers will be upset or difficult to deal with. Maintaining a calm, helpful attitude regardless of the customer's emotional state is essential in this role. The fourth skill is basic computer literacy. You will be working across multiple digital tools simultaneously: a CRM platform, email, live chat software, and sometimes a phone or video system. Now let's look at the tools used. Customer support platforms like Zendesk, Freshdesk, and Intercom are the primary tools. Email and live chat software for customer communication. CRM systems for logging and tracking customer interactions. And communication tools like Zoom or Slack for internal team coordination. This is very important. Most companies that hire remote customer support representatives provide full training when you join. They teach you their products, their policies, and their systems. What they expect you to bring is strong communication skills, a professional attitude, and the ability to learn quickly. The beginner roadmap for this career is as follows. Step 1. Improve your professional English writing. Practice writing clear, empathetic, and professional responses to common customer scenarios. Step 2. Familiarize yourself with customer support platforms. Zendesk offers free online training through their Zendesk training portal. Step 3. Search for remote customer support positions on LinkedIn, Indeed, remote.co, and We Work Remotely. Use search terms like remote customer support, remote customer service agent, or work from home support representative. Step 4. Apply consistently and prepare for a video interview by testing your internet connection, camera, and microphone in advance. Let's move to our fifth and final career. Section 6. Remote career number 5. Search engine evaluator. We are now on section 6. As you can see on the screen, our fifth remote career is search engine evaluator. This is a career that most beginners have never heard of. So let me define it carefully. First, let me explain what a search engine is. A search engine is a software system that searches the internet for content based on what a user types into the search bar. Google, Microsoft Bing, and Yahoo are all examples of search engines. When you type a question into Google and press enter, the search engine scans billions of web pages and returns a ranked list of results it believes are most relevant to your query. Now here is the important question. How does a search engine decide which results are the most relevant and the most helpful? It uses an algorithm, a set of mathematical rules and instructions to rank results. But algorithms are not perfect. Sometimes the most relevant result does not appear at the top. Sometimes low quality or misleading content ranks higher than it should. Sometimes the results miss the intent of what the user was actually searching for. This is why search engine companies hire human evaluators. A search engine evaluator is a professional who reviews the results produced by a search engine and provides human feedback on their quality, relevance, and helpfulness. That feedback is then used by the company's engineers to improve the algorithm. Think of it this way. The search engine evaluator is the human quality control check on the machine. Let's take a closer look at what this work actually involves. The evaluator receives a specific search query, for example, best laptops for students under $500. They look at the results the search engine returned for that query. They then evaluate each result based on a detailed set of guidelines provided by the company. Does this result directly answer the query? Is the source trustworthy? Is the information current and accurate? Would a real person searching for this query find this result genuinely helpful? The evaluator rates the results according to those criteria and submits their evaluations. The company's engineers use that feedback to adjust and improve the algorithm. Now let's talk about the skills required. Pay close attention to this because this is what makes search engine evaluation so accessible to beginners. You do not need coding skills. You do not need a technology degree. You do not need years of professional experience. What you need is a genuine familiarity with how people search for information online. Strong attention to detail. The ability to follow detailed evaluation guidelines consistently and carefully. And a good command of the English language and an understanding of the local culture for the market you are evaluating. This is very important. Search engine evaluators must be familiar with the culture, current events, and everyday language of the market they are rating. This is actually an advantage for people in specific regions, because companies need evaluators who understand local context. The tools required are minimal. A computer with a reliable internet connection is all you need. The company provides the evaluation platform and all guidelines. The platforms that hire search engine evaluators globally include Lionbridge, TELUS International, Appen, and iSoftStone. The beginner roadmap is simple. Step 1. Visit the websites of Lionbridge, TELUS International, and Appen. Look for search engine evaluator or rater positions in your country. Step 2. Complete the application and the qualification exam. Each company provides a detailed study guide, called a Search Quality Rater Guidelines document, to help you prepare for the exam. This document is also publicly available on Google's website. Step 3. Once approved, work within your allocated weekly hours and maintain a consistent quality score. Now that we have covered all 5 careers, let's compare them and identify which one is right for you. Before we continue, if you have learned something valuable so far, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss future tutorials. And remember, if you would like the complete lesson note we are covering today, comment note below. I read the comments and I will make sure you get access to the lesson material. Section 7, Comparing the 5 careers. We are now on Section 7. As you can see on the screen, we are comparing all 5 careers across 5 key dimensions: difficulty, income potential, flexibility, ease of entry, and long-term opportunities. Let's go through each career quickly and clearly. Virtual assistant. Difficulty, moderate. The tasks are not technically complex but require strong organization and communication. Income, strong. Beginners earn $10 to $20 per hour. Experienced VAs earn significantly more. Flexibility, very high. You choose your clients and your working hours. Ease of entry, high. You can begin with skills you already have. Long-term opportunity, excellent. The role can grow into online business manager, project manager, or agency owner. AI data annotator. Difficulty, low. Tasks are straightforward with clear guidelines provided. Income, moderate. Entry-level rates range from $5 to $15 per hour. Flexibility, very high. Most platforms allow you to work any hours you choose. Ease of entry, excellent. This is the most beginner-friendly career on our list. Long-term opportunity, growing. Experience in AI annotation opens doors to quality assurance and AI training roles. Transcriptionist. Difficulty, low to moderate. Typing speed and listening accuracy are the main barriers and both improve with practice. Income, grows with skill. Beginners earn modestly. Specialized transcriptionists earn very competitively. Flexibility, high. Work is largely self-paced on most platforms. Ease of entry, good. A short assessment test is required on most platforms. Long-term opportunity solid, especially in legal and medical transcription. Customer support representative. Difficulty low for someone with strong communication skills. Income moderate. Most entry-level remote roles pay $10 to $20 per hour. Flexibility moderate. Defined shift hours are common in this role. Ease of entry very high. Many companies provide full training when you join. Long-term opportunity good. Skills gain transfer across many industries and career paths. Search engine evaluator. Difficulty low. The work requires common sense and attention to detail rather than technical skill. Income moderate. Typically $12 to $25 per hour. Flexibility very high. You set your own schedule within the weekly hour allowance. Ease of entry very high. No prior experience required. Long-term opportunity steady. The role itself is stable but does not have a steep career ladder. Now that you have a clear comparison, look at the screen and identify which career aligns best with your current skills, your available time, and your income goals. That is the career you should focus on first. Section 8. How to prepare for your first remote job. Now we are on Section 8. As you can see on the screen, this section gives you a step-by-step beginner roadmap to prepare for your first remote job. Pay close attention to each step because this is the practical action plan that will move you from learning to earning. Step 1. Choose one career and commit to it. Do not try to pursue all 5 careers simultaneously. Choose the one that best matches your current skills and your goals. Make a decision and focus completely on that one path. Step 2. Honestly assess your current skills. Ask yourself, what do I already know that is relevant to this career? What gaps exist between my current level and what this role requires? Be honest. This assessment tells you exactly where to focus your preparation time. Step 3. Develop the required skills. Use free resources available online. YouTube, Google's free learning platforms, and Coursera all offer relevant courses and tutorials at no cost. Spend 2 to 4 weeks deliberately building the skills your chosen career requires. Step 4. Set up your professional digital presence. Create a LinkedIn profile. Use a clear professional photograph. Write a headline that describes what you do. For example, virtual assistant specializing in email and calendar management, or remote customer support professional. List your relevant skills clearly. Step 5. Prepare your application materials. Write a professional CV or resume that highlights your skills. Write a clear, professional cover letter template that you can customize for each application. Ensure your English writing is professional and error-free. Step 6. Apply consistently every day. Remote job hunting requires daily action. Send applications. Create profiles on freelance platforms. Follow up professionally on previous applications. Track everything in a simple spreadsheet. Step 7. Prepare for assessments and interviews. Practice your typing speed if applying for transcription roles. Review the Search Quality Rater guidelines if applying for Evaluator roles. Test your internet connection, camera, and microphone before any video interview. Let's move to Section 9. Section 9. Where to find remote jobs worldwide. Now we are on Section 9. As you can see on the screen, this section lists the best platforms for finding remote jobs globally. Let's go through each one. The first platform is Upwork. This is a freelance marketplace where clients post projects and freelancers submit proposals. Create a detailed profile, list your specific services, and apply for projects consistently. Start with smaller projects to build your reviews and grow your rate over time. The second platform is Fiverr. On Fiverr you create gig listings, structured service packages that clients browse and purchase. Create a gig for your specific service, set your price clearly, and describe exactly what the client will receive. Your gig works for you 24 hours a day. The third platform is LinkedIn. This is essential for finding full-time and part-time remote employment positions. Optimize your profile, use the remote filter when searching for jobs, and connect with recruiters in your target field. The fourth platform is Indeed, one of the largest job search engines globally. Use the remote filter. Set up daily email alerts for your chosen job title so new postings reach your inbox automatically. Apply the same day a new position is posted. The fifth platform is Remote.co. This platform is dedicated exclusively to remote work opportunities. Every listing here is a genuine remote position, which makes your job search much more targeted and efficient. The sixth platform is We Work Remotely, one of the largest dedicated remote job boards in the world. New positions are posted daily across customer support, technology, design, and writing categories. For AI data annotation and search engine evaluation specifically, visit Appen, Remo Tasks, Lionbridge, and TELUS International directly and apply through their websites. For transcription specifically, apply on Rev, TranscribeMe, GoTranscript, and Scribey. This is very important. Do not create profiles on all platforms at once. Choose one or two platforms that are most relevant to your chosen career and focus your energy there completely. One strong, well-reviewed profile on a single platform is worth far more than 10 incomplete profiles spread across many. Let's move to our final section. Section 10, Final Message. We have arrived at the final section of today's lesson. As you can see on the screen, the message is, your journey starts now. Let me summarize what we covered today. We defined what remote jobs are and how they work. We covered 5 powerful remote careers for beginners: virtual assistant, AI data annotator, transcriptionist, customer support representative, and search engine evaluator. We examined the responsibilities, skills, and tools for each career. We compared all 5 careers across difficulty, income, flexibility, and long-term opportunity. We walked through a 7-step preparation roadmap, and we identified the best platforms for finding and applying for remote jobs worldwide. You now have a complete understanding of the remote job market and exactly where you fit in it. Now here is what I want you to do after this lesson ends. Choose one career from today's lesson. Take one action today toward it. Create one profile. Apply for one position. Watch one tutorial for one skill. One action. That is all it takes to begin. Every remote professional you see earning online today started exactly where you are right now, at the beginning with uncertainty but with the decision to take the first step. The opportunity is real. The platforms are available. The skills are learnable. The only variable is whether you take action today or continue waiting. Take action today. And thank you so much for attending today's lesson. If this video gave you value, please like it. It helps this content reach more people who need it. Subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you do not miss our next lesson. And if you would like a free copy of today's lesson note, drop the word note in the comments below and I will make sure you receive it. In our next class, we are going to go deeper into one of these 5 careers and walk you through exactly how to set up your profile, write your first proposal, and land your first remote client step by step. I will see you in the next class. Thank you for watching.